Okay, I want to show you now some things. I want to call them blues, bebop blues builders. And hold on there. And what this is are solos that are a little easier and a little are going to target some of the tones that I like to target against the chords that are being played. Also, I hope to offer some insights into how to build your own solos. So just take some of these ideas and apply your own twist to them. So we're going to talk a lot about target notes and arpeggios, sidestepping, encasing notes, a lot of things like that. But after doing about 15 of the blues boogie solos, I realized, you know, these are getting awfully hard. And I wanted them to make these more accessible to a lot more people. So I want to call these bebop blues builders because we're going to build a good bebop solo, hopefully. And we're going to pick out these target notes. So anyway, let's learn this solo and we'll talk about the notes. Here we go. Here's the opening phrase on bars 1 and 2. So what we're doing here is I'm starting here on a half step below the target note of F. That's a chord tone. We're coming up here to B flat. This is 6th fret. And now we're playing the natural 7. So we're playing some chromatic sounds. And that's one thing about bebop. You can play some chromatic sounds. And now I've got a G flat, and F. So this is all chromatic. And then ending the phrase there on the D, the 3rd of B flat. Now on the 2nd measure, my target note is that flat 7 over the E flat, you see? So again, the lick sounds like this. That's where those notes are coming from. Don't be afraid to use the natural 7 in conjunction with the flat 7, as well as chromatic tones. Starting and stopping on chord tones. Those are your target notes. Measure 3 now, even though the chord says B flat 7, what I want to play is a longer version of F minor. But before I play F minor, I'm thinking to myself C7, because C7 points to F. So even though the chord says B flat, I'm playing a C7 lick. Kind of lick. It's only 2 notes. The 5th and the 3rd of C7 to take me into the F note. You hear how it leads us in? And then so there's the lick around F minor. See how that's an F minor? Now, measure 4 is just a bona fide F minor 7 arpeggio. And then I'm going to go to... And what chord is that? Look at, if you look closely, it's an E flat 13. Or I could take a look at this, excuse me, E13. Which is the flat 5 of B flat 7, taking us to E flat 13. See, so the chords sound like this. Here's F minor, and then E 13, and then it's going to take us to E flat 13. But now, so measure 4, I'm playing this F minor 7 arpeggio, E 13 arpeggio, and then on measure 5, we're playing like that E flat 13 now. But I'm skipping a string. So measures 3 through 5 sound like this. Measure 6 now, the phrase is around an E diminished. And here's what I'm playing. I'm going G, B flat, C sharp, right up a diminished arpeggio. And then I'm going to encase my target note, which is in bar 7, as an F. So I'm going to go half step higher, half step lower than F. So that's where some of these notes are coming from. So the thinking process is this. First E diminished arpeggio, then encasing the 5th. So measure 6 sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that finalizes the lick on this F in measure 7. You know, in order for you to really get this into your fingers, you got to be able to play it in time with a metronome, and it's helpful too to how you got to have it memorized. So let's take the beginning steps right now, and let's play measures 1 through 6 with the metronome. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 7, now the lick, we started here on F, and now we're going to encase, we had encased the F, now we're going to encase the 3rd of B flat, half step higher, half step lower. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and the natural tendency is to go back up to the 5th with that line, 1, do, 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 but let's throw it a curveball. So basically, we're going to come up here to the 6th or the 13th, so it sounds like this. Okay? It doesn't bring the line to such finality. Or boot. See, that sounds final. When I hit that note, it's like there's got to be more to come because it's not resolving. Measure 8 now, the chords move to a G7. And what I'm doing is I'm playing an A flat, which is the flat 9. So in that lick's going to sound like this. 1, 2, and then E flat to B. So I'm going to have that sharp 5 and then the B natural. I want to bring out that B natural because that's the 3rd of G and it's out of key. So it really you can hear the chord move then. So measure 7 and 8 sound like this. 3, 4, 1,